Hey y'all, Basilray from VapeLink, and we're going to take a look here at kind of some update things relating to the iHybrid, which is a device I am still quite pleased with. So after the initial review, exchanged some PMs again with Faceless, the man who brings you the iHybrid. We talked about the review a little bit, a couple of quick notes. One thing that I inaccurately said, this top cap was aluminum. This is actually stainless steel. A couple of the other issues that I had actually had already been corrected. So the device that I've got, I picked up secondhand from someone, and it was one of the initial, runs of the device. And there's a few things that have changed since then. The two most important things, obviously, are going to be the button and the way that works, as well as the actual, tank. So this is the original tank glass that came with it, and if we look here, you can see that there's plenty of imperfections here around the edge. In fact, there's a nice chip there. I'll go ahead and throw up a picture of the two tanks side by side. So Faceless was kind enough to send me the new tank, the updated tank, which he did for everybody who bought the device. So that was a pretty slick little gesture, and this is just cut much better. And this has cured 100% of my leaking into the sleeve issue. Here you see he also sent me a couple of the colored sleeves. These are available for purchase as well at iHybrid Mods. So here's the red and the green. These are anodized. The anodizing is done pretty nicely. So these would be examples of what you get. You can go ahead and personalize your device a bit. The other big piece here is the actual switch. So the first run of these had this kind of wimpy little spring, and it got the job done, but not as well as the spring that we've replaced it with. So here you can see it's also kind of conical, meaning that it's smaller at the top than it is at the bottom, and it's a bit short. So he sent me the upgraded spring, which I believe he sent to a number of people who had that very first run on the device as well. So here is the upgraded spring. You can see it is quite a bit taller, and the base is wider as well. Get my fat thumbs out of the way. So to disassemble this or assemble this, it's essentially the same procedure. I'll show you how to put it all back together. All you need is a Phillips screwdriver, which I've got here. So here is the base with the iHybrid's mod logo engraved into it. We've got it all disassembled, so I'm going to take my spring, set my spring here on top of the plunger, kind of get it lined up. Oops, get it so it sits nice in there. It's going to sit there. And then you take the actual locking ring and top piece of the button here. So go ahead and open the locking ring all the way up. So screw it all the way up flat. Then you simply take it, press it all together. What I do is I press it all the way together. Well, not all the way, but there we go. Now it's pressed all the way together. And I just start this screw by hand, just enough to kind of get it in and get it holding in place. Then simply take a Phillips head screwdriver. And come on, I'm so good with tools. There we go. And just go ahead and get it good and tight. So I'll usually pull it together and go ahead and get it nice and snug. It doesn't need to be like, oh my gosh, I just used an impact wrench snug. But you do want to just snug it up. So from there, toss your battery back in. So I'm using it with an 18490 and the kick. This battery has the wrapper all the way around the bottom. I think people will be thrilled to see that. I do own properly maintained batteries. Let's screw this together. There. Oh, come on. There we go. I just Noah locks this up, so it's a little bit loose. And by loose, I actually mean slippery. Man, it's Friday night. I cannot talk. So there you go. The button's still going to lock and such. There we go. I just Noah locks this, so it's a little bit sticky, but it threads real nicely. So the complaint that I had with the button really was that it did not allow it to sit here and be stable. So now with the new spring, not only does it stand up nice and proud, it's not going to fire. The weight of, even with the top cap and everything else on it, is not going to be enough on the spring to get it to fire. So you can see, I mean, I've really kind of got to push down on this here and get it just right. Now it's firing. And there you go. So, really the issues that I had with the iHybrid were already taken care of. And I just kind of didn't exactly realize that had been done. So kudos to Faceless. Really appreciate him sending that stuff my way. Like I said, I bought this secondhand, so he literally owed me nothing. I gladly would have went out, gotten the new spring, paid for the tank. I believe the tanks are $10 for a new tank, the actual tank glass. So quite thrilled with this. This has still been a go-to device for me, and I'm really, really happy with it. Now I'm even more so happy with it because no more leaking. There you go. Big thanks to Faceless. Check out VapeLink Monday nights, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, vapelink.com. Also streamed in partnership right now with VapeNet and other simulcast and rebroadcast networks to be added soon. So I'll see you guys next time. Take care.